Hey there YouTube, this is ByPolerBear, and I'm recording some commentary over Guild Wars 2 gameplay. So one thing I'd like to point out is that the frames per second is very low. I know this because I tried playing it on like 7 frames per second. Whenever I frapped the game, the frames tended to drop like below 10, which wasn't very easy to play at all, but I figured that because this was such an epic experience, I'd really want to show it to you guys. When I was playing the game normally, I could usually, pass with like 20 to 30 frames per second, but I found it still kind of odd because a lot of the time, my computer can handle just about anything really, and at least have a decent frames per second, like a decent way of running it, but I was running Guild Wars 2 on the lowest settings possible, and it was still running like this. But, apparently it's just not really very well optimized, and they might be working on that. I don't know too much about it, but it'd be something good to look into probably. So, to anybody who doesn't know, the way quests work in Guild Wars 2 is you kind of just walk into an area, and in that area there are going to be, people who want your favor, and you can do tasks for them that will gain their favor, like killing creatures in that area, or, by feeding their cows, that kind of thing. But for this area, I mean, there's the favor quests. I don't really know what they're... I think that's called Karma, maybe? Those quests. And then there are other events, which are, things that are happening. Like, the Karma is just, you do the quest, and once you're done, then you have full Karma with them, and you get some experience. But the way the quests, the other eventful quests work is something happens and you need to stop it, or you need to participate in it, otherwise it will end without you, and you need to get going. For example, there's this quest exactly. I was running through the area looking for a karma vendor or something like that, and I got notified on my map that, something was going down. It just said, help kill the shadow behemoth or something like that. And I was like, what? So I walk over to the big red circle it pointed out for me. And I found this guy at like 2/3 health and a bunch of people trying to fight him. It's really cool how they made the quests work that way, because nobody really misses out on anything. You all get your own reward from killing a boss or a quest or completing an area. Everybody gets their own reward, so you don't have to fight over items or anything like that. And if you do a good enough job, then you'll get gold participation pretty much for everything. I found like the only time I ever got silver participation was because I was trying to fix graphics settings during the fight or something like that. A different way that they sort of made everything go in Guild Wars as well is that, for this boss fight, it's not everybody clumped up in a certain spot trying to get healed or anything, because everybody is self-sustaining, right? Anybody who doesn't really know much about Guild Wars probably wouldn't know that. So everybody is supposed to help themselves. They don't have their own heal. They all have their own damage. And so some people can heal a little bit more than others, but they're all supposed to sort of keep their own. And because of that, it's also a lot about dodging out of things. Like, you'll see AoEs, and everybody who's played WoW knows, oh, I'll stand out of the red circles, like, obviously. But for Guild Wars, it's red circles. For WoW, it's usually fire or something like that. But, if you stand in the red circles, if one hits you, you're put down to pretty much half, and then you have to use your heal, which is on like a 30-second cooldown or something like that. But if you stand in 2, you'll get put down really, really low, maybe even killed if you're under-leveled for the area, which makes it really exciting because, you're not relying on anybody to keep you safe. It's all you. So as you can see, I got gold level participation, even though I joined the fight, 2/3 of the way through, and I'm sure I could have gotten it if I joined it I guess I joined it at 1/3. If I joined at 2/3, I'm sure I would have gotten it. Something also to note is that this boss, he dropped a whole bunch of really cool items. Like, I didn't know what any of these did, but they were all also really high items, and everybody here is just like, wow, that was amazing. And everyone was just so mystified by the experience. So, overall, loving the Guild Wars 2 beta. Definitely looking forward to the game, and look for some more videos coming out next weekend. I've still got some more footage. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.